just smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling in a tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome to World Heavyweights live on Woodsports.com.
Live.
I'm Eazy, joined by Spinmo Rack.
Hello.
Yo, Chris, Nicholas, co-off, smash the like button. Be a friend, tell a friend. It is day 2 of Detroit Lions free agency. Guys, already know we're bringing you news, rumors, speculations, what we think of them, what we think they should be doing. I want to say this, though.
Who you is, where you at, where you
Because there's a lot of, just slander on Brad Holmes' name going on lately, and I'm just not the biggest fan of it. Quite frankly, I'm confused about it. Typically, I'm the guy getting attacked in these scenarios. I'm not the believer. I'm not the guy fucking bowing down to him 2 times a day. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying you guys need to do that, but have some, show some restraint, show some maturity, show some form of, recognition of what this is and what it's been.
I don't give a fuck.
We notoriously make fun of Chicago Bears.
It's crazy.
We run to their fans all the time on social media. I do personally. They are made fun of nationally, on a national level, for being the off-season champions.
Off-season champs.
Meaning when these off-seasons kick off, they're the ones making the trash names, whether in the signings, on the trade, whatever it may be. They're the ones doing all the kind of sexy moves. Mm-hmm. When is that ever equated to anything? I can't think of a goddamn time it has.
They made the Super Bowl once since I've been alive.
Yeah. And I don't even know if that was a season, an off-season. Prior to that,
they won.
Did they win that offseason?
I'm not sure.
You know, I can tell you what, they're 3 back-to-back offseason champs, and they got absolutely nothing to show for it.
Nothing.
Not a division title, not a playoff win, not a playoff berth, none of those things. Mm-hmm. So who are we to sit here, cry, and complain, knowing that this offseason shit doesn't mean anything?
No.
It truly doesn't.
I mean, I can understand fans wanting an edge rusher. I can understand that fully. I want an edge rusher to bring in here. Being overly upset and pissed off about the Marcus Davenport deal doesn't make sense to me. Not liking the DJ Reed signing is just stupid if you look at it like that.
Constantly.
But you saw Leonard Floyd get cut by the 49ers today, and he's already signed or going to sign
Falcons
with the Falcons for a 1-year, $10 million
Shut up and
deal.
take my money.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something I would have liked to see the Lions do? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I would have done that for sure. But that's where it comes down to. I think we as Lions fans have accepted that they're not going to get a superstar across from Aiden Hutchinson.
I think you and I have.
Yeah.
I think majority of other people are kind of. I mean, Nick might be one still.
He tried.
I don't know.
Like Brad Holmes
Try
tried.
to shake it off a little bit.
Tried with Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Tried with Daniil Hunter. Tried with Max Crosby. Tried to put the feelers out there to get another superstar opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. It's hard to do. There's a reason nobody in the league has to.
So these guys getting paid as much as they are. They're a rare commodity.
Yeah, they're gonna get a guy. I'm not worried about it. They're going to add a edge rusher to that rotation. We'll just wait to see who it is. I like DeMarcus Lawrence personally.
I like Calais Campbell. That'd be a home run.
I would love Calais Campbell too.
And I'm also open to Marcus Lawrence too. But
they did re-sign 2 of their guys. They re-signed Dan Skipper and they re-signed Miles Austin.
That motherfucker
Or
back
Miles
there
Adams,
is not
excuse me.
real.
Who's not real?
Those 2 guys. I'd have never heard of them.
You've never heard of Dan Skipper?
Oh, Skip. Yeah.
Skip.
The other guy I haven't heard of.
Yeah,
red zone.
Nick's just ready to attack. Miles Adams obviously played some down the stretch last year. If you've never heard of him, that's on you. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say like he's a difference maker or this huge
not as
player.
cool as Miles Davis. Miles Adams is pretty cool.
Miles Adams, I think he proved that he could be a rotational piece on the defensive line. So that's not anything to get excited over. But you got 2 guys there that you want to see an upgrade, and I'm 100% in agreement with the people that want to see an upgrade, that want to see another piece added to the defensive line. But I'm not freaking out because that was the first day of free agency. This is the second day of free agency. We saw not a lot of deals got done today. It's not like it was like yesterday where there's 400 deals getting done. These now are deals that weren't in place. A lot of those deals already seemed to be in place because as soon as free agency opened, 70 dudes got signed. But we'll see what happens going forward. I fully expect Brad Holmes to add someone on that defensive line and then also to add to it in the draft. I just don't think it's going to be Trey Hendrickson.
We've coined the term "let Brad cook," and are we just tired of the dish? This ain't fulfilling up. The recipe ain't kicking in no more. You don't do it for you, Nick?
I mean, I think what he cooks when it comes to free agency most of the time, DJ Reed was the exception. You don't really see him go throughout that multi-year contract deal like he did with the DJ Reed. I think Brad cooks when it comes to the end of free agency, where he was able to bring in a DJ Reader, where he was able to bring in, a Pro Bowl guard, Kevin Zeitler, after all of the big deals got done. He got a Reader on a 2-year deal. Zeitler was a 1-year deal. That's what Brad cooks. And Brad cooks, which we all know during the draft. Is he going to break tendency? I mean, I'm still holding out hope. He needs to upgrade from Zadarius Smith, whether it happens today or at the last day of the offseason. Doesn't matter to me. He just has to do it at some point. So I'm just holding out hope for when that time comes. Am I comfortable going in with a rookie edge? I guess it depends who that edge is.
Technically going on Marcus Davenport at this point.
Yeah,
Or Josh Pascal.
Yeah, or Josh Pascal. I'd say Davenport over him.
DJ Reed was a good signing, absolutely.
Yeah. That's why I guess I just –
and
it's not everybody, so I'm not attacking everybody.
It's a lot.
I'm just trying to help ease the people that are freaking out because, it's never been a big-name process with the Detroit Lions. The big names have been homegrown. They've been coming through the draft.
And these guys that have already gone, these guys that we see off the board that would fit what Brad Holmes wants to do, would fit what they want to add to this team. So you guys in the chat that are saying, Brad Holmes is asleep at the wheel. Brad Holmes is snoozing. Someone just said he's nowhere near the kitchen. So would you want him to have signed Chase Young to 3 years, $51 million? Or would you want him to have signed Jason Hargrave Jonathan Allen, 32-year-old Jonathan Allen to $20 million a season? I mean, would I have been opposed to it? No. But, come on, you guys. You know where we're at right now. You know the roster we have that we're getting back. They're not in need to add 6 guys in free agency. They got the biggest position of need. Cornerback 1, they went out there and got that. The next biggest position of need is a piece on that defensive line. I believe they're going to get that piece. Like I said, it's not going to be Trey Hendrickson, though, more than likely.
And if you think it's him not near the kitchen, I'm fine with that. Let him wash his hands. Let him shop the groceries. Whatever he's doing that's not cooking right now, I'm fine with that because it's worked. And I know it's a proven recipe. I think there may be a move coming, but I think it may be a trade more so than anything else.
I could see a trade as well.
Whether it be a trade in the draft, whether it be a trade for a guy right now. I guess I'm not tripping. But what I do want to do at some point in the show is I do want to go over that recipe that he has, which is plug in holes.
Yeah.
And see what positions right now are considered holes on this team. I want to go over that at some point today. Before we get into all that stuff like that, your boy feeling pretty good, down a couple CJ, GJ packs today. If not, say something myself. That man was going at my guy, Darius Slay. When he departed from the Eagles, he's like, well, they'll probably grab another vet. So they have another veteran leadership. And this guy, CJ, GJ, had the goal to crash out about it. And he's like, I'm the leader. Oh, they don't need another vet. Y'all only win without me. You can't win without me. See what happened when I came back? Today, traded for a backup lineman and a 5th-round pick.
Hey, wait. When did he say that? That he's a lead? That was recently?
Yeah, last week.
Oof. Not a good look.
Not a good thing. So I, of course, had to do a little bit about it and ended up smoking 2 joints. Shout out to Jars Cannabis.
Shout out Jars Cannabis.
Smoking a little bit of CJ GJ pack today, boys.
That's fair.
That was a hilarious video. I was surprised we didn't open with it.
Yeah.
That was fire.
I probably should have sent it. I had a couple of them. I was enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Did
you like that third one? I was curious.
I only smoked 2 of them. Okay. The other one I was like, yeah, this is low.
Let's wait on this.
The only thing that sucks, though, you ever light a joint and then relight it? Mm-hmm. It's disgusting. So that's why I was trying to smoke the other ones. I got to do it now.
Yeah.
But no, I couldn't commit to the bit. We only smoked 2 CJ
Smoked
DJ
2
packs
joints
today.
in the morning.
But
Smoked 2 joints at night.
The reason why it's I feel validated. Not validated, but maybe relieved. Because I was coined the hater, and I couldn't see anything. I think it was quite the opposite. A lot of other people couldn't see what's going on.
Yeah.
This guy, I don't want to call him cancer. I don't call him that.
I mean,
Darius Slay was retweeting some hate tweets on him, though. I'm not going to lie.
we also have, like, Graham Glasgow was on record, not officially saying it was him, but
Yeah.
basically saying that nobody liked him. Like,
Yeah.
I
Maybe
mean,
a guy who was re-signed recently didn't like him as well.
yeah. And
Won't say a name.
like I said, he didn't say a name, but everything alluded to it being Chauncey Gardner-Johnson that nobody liked. And I mean, I don't blame him. He seems like a dick.
He is a dick. He's just dumbass.
Yeah.
That's what he is. Because even when our whole thing started, I was literally complimenting him.
You were.
I was like, he's a phenomenal player, great player. I'm not questioning his playability. I'm just questioning, like, going at the guys in the locker room. You got to be a better teammate, in my opinion. That's just my outside looking in. Turns out, I'm in his insides. What?
Yep.
Okay.
Pause.
Speaking of crashing out, though, for the Lions fans that are crashing out, and CJ gets other guys to crash out. We didn't really talk about this that happened yesterday, or Sunday, technically.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf.
Pittsburgh crash outs.
Yeah, and George Pickens on the same team.
Yeah.
How do we skip over? How is that going to work?
I don't. They might just fight to see who wears
Doesn't matter
number
if you have
14.
one.
Oh, for
Cheek and
sure.
cheek.
DK's coming like, I'll fight you for that. And George's like,
All
I'll
right.
fight. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they ended
DK
up
washes
just,
George in a fight, by the way.
I don't know.
Oh, he washes him.
I don't know, dude. George is squirrely.
Yeah, but I see him lose some fights on DBs.
Yeah, but like he'll probably like try to throw like flying knees and shit.
I can see that.
He's a squirrely guy. Yeah, but that's awesome, and especially if they get Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback,
I feel horrible for Mike Tomlin.
that Mike Tomlin would probably
You
retire.
ever see that video about the guy who looks like him sitting in the car?
Yeah.
Bug eyes?
Oh yeah.
That'd be Mike
That'd
Tomlin
be him
every day
and
after practice.
actually for real. Yeah, that's funny.
You almost have to bring Aaron Rodgers in because there's no way just some no-name guy that hasn't proven himself, whether as a backup in this league floating around or a guy getting drafted because not they have a high prestigious pick, is coming in and managing those two knuckleheads because they've yet to be managed at all.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think DK might be worse than George Pickens. We just kind of gloss over it because he's been pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
That's just wild to me.
I like it. I'm all for it.
Maybe they gotta trade
We
George
know that time tells that the Pittsburgh Steelers love
Some knuckleheads.
crazy skill players, like crazy dudes. So I'm here for it.
Something in the water out in Pittsburgh.
Something in the water.
I don't know if Aaron Rodgers would be the guy, though. What's he going to do? Sit on his ass and watch him fight?
Yeah.
Well, at least he
honestly.
has the cachet, though. He's Aaron
They would
Rodgers.
listen to him.
Exactly. Like, okay, you got a
Would
Super
they?
ring, couple MVPs.
don't-
I mean, I think more likely than fucking Kenny Pickett.
I don't know.
I mean, Jesus.
oh yeah, oh for sure. I mean, Kenny Pickett's out in Cleveland now, but
that's
speaking
right.
speaking of jersey changes, did you guys see the news about Puka Nacua out in LA?
Yeah, giving up 17.
Giving up 17 to the new wide receiver Devontae
million.
Adams.
$2 million.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Yeah. What's the word on this? Because if you're Puka, you're the guy now. I'm not.
I'd give it up
You know how
for $2
many-
million.
I mean,
Pause.
yeah, that's the
So
question.
he
but
was on. I didn't listen to
You
the
know how
entire
many-
podcast.
Player
Or
kids
play.
probably have Puka jerseys.
Yeah, they kind of
That's
think
the
of those
part
kids.
that I thought of.
Do you think the Rams got fans,
No,
dog?
Kelly.
Like, come on.
True.
That's very true. That's probably the best.
Yeah.
But most of them are in Detroit still.
Most of them are in Detroit still. Yeah.
So Puka was on the Amon-Ra. I feel bad, dude. I can't even think of the guy's name right now. Yeah, it's the St. Brown Brothers podcast. It's really Amon-Ra's podcast. 'Cause who the fuck
Equanimous.
is listening? Okay, shout out to Equanimous.
Hey, I like him. He's funny, dude.
No, he's cool. He's a troll.
He's a troll.
I'm trolling him right now. But either way, Puka was on their podcast today, and it was brought up. I guess he used to be a Packers fan, so I think he already has a little bit of leeway with them for him being like a Devontae Adams fan. And then also, he said he'd give up the number for $2 million in the podcast. So I'm wondering, that's chump change to Devontae.
That's chump change to Devontae.
Yeah, he's got a Taco Bell in his house.
He does have a Taco Bell in his house.
That guy's balling.
And before, we're going to talk a lot of Lions, pretty much the whole first hour. Actually, the whole first hour is going to be Lions.
Unless you want something else.
Unless you want something else. But before we go to break, I just had to put this up there. This happened today in the Tigers game. And I know we're kind of down on the Tigers right now because of the injuries. But this Evan Petzold put out the tweet of what transpired in the Tigers game today.
Actually, it wasn't Evan Petzold.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Scott Bentley.
Scott Bentley.
Shout out Scott Bentley. Put the tweet out there. And this is what happened. Max Clark gets his first hit, single in the right field. And then Kevin McGonigal walks and gets on base. And then Thyron Lorenzo doubled both of them in.
Thyron Lorenzo. Sounds like he needs to get that checked out, brother.
Vmart Jr. Switch hitting catcher with insane pop.
Yeah, my Thyron Lorenzo was acting up.
That's just absolutely beautiful, man. I that's future shit right there. You need to see that. I know it's spring training. I know these guys aren't.
Yourself.
This is what you're gonna fucking see. They're prospects. So seeing them hit in spring training is awesome because we're not gonna see them get at bats all year.
This Double-A team.
I'm undefeated.
Erie's going to be crazy.
Undefeated, never lost. This Double-A team's going to be nasty. I really hope all three of them stick together this whole season. Those three specifically. I cannot wait for the breakout game that they do, the spring breakout, where they do all of the prospects together. It's in like a week. Cannot wait for that. Yeah, good news for the Tigers. Chase Young, going to be your third baseman. Hopefully, home run today.
Hit a home run today. You like to see that.
Yep.
We got high hopes.
Sorry.
Want to tell us about Planet Fitness?
Planet Fitness, the home of the judgment-free zone where we mean everybody, can get a full-body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month. Upgrade to the Black Card, get use of amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where fitness is essential.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got everybody. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab there and get some brand new merch. All teams, all seasons, all designs. Shirts, hats, hoodies. Probably not shoes, but maybe one day shoes. Everything you need at woodwardsports.com. Go ahead and click that shop tab there and get the ultimate Detroit sports merch.
What up, though? Welcome to Whatever Waits Live on woodwardsports.com. I am Eazy, joined by Spino Raxo,
what up,
Chris,
though?
Nicholas Koloff. Please make sure you guys smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. During the commercial, heading into commercial, Justin Reed, the safety of the Super Bowl KC Chiefs, signed with the Saints 3 years, $31 million. And Spinney asked, they can't keep getting away with this. And I actually just made this comment last night after the Chase Young news came out. If you guys didn't see, he signed for 3 years, $53 million. Chase Young?
Chase Young was 3 years, $51 million.
3 years, $51 million. I want to say how they keep doing this, how they keep doing this. We went over this yesterday. Cash-rich owners can make it work. The whole Saints, you have a false prophet. I think we proved that yesterday. Everyone's trying to over-exaggerate the Saints cap situation. That's not the issue with that team. The issue with that team, much like many other teams, is the quarterback and coaching. If you look at right now, go to Over the Cap or whatever site you want to use. I can actually only speak for Over the Cap because I only use Over the Cap. But you look at the salary cap, Kansas City Chiefs are right there. Dolphins are right there. Bills are right there. Ravens are right there in terms of like kind of being in like a little bit of cap trouble from year to year. You know what's different from the teams that are surviving those? Quarterback and coaching. I think the cap situation in New Orleans is overstated. It's just a lazy take, in my opinion. Because how else would they keep doing this shit?
I have no idea. I mean,
They re-signed Matthew too.
it seems like every year they're like, oh, the Saints are $60 million over the cap. And then just nothing happens. And
And they re-signed Derek Carr to $40 million a year.
Yeah.
deal.
No, we're not.
I just can't. I don't know. But yeah, because I want to be like, yeah, they're not good, but they just keep re-signing, or they keep signing people every year. Giving Chase Young $51 million over 3 years is crazy, is it not?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
It can't be like
How much is guaranteed?
Yeah, I was going to
That's what-
say
that's
it
what I have
can't
to
be a
look at.
lot guaranteed.
And I'm looking for like the cash rich on the cash rich owner list. They're number 17. It's not even like they're top of the league. They're technically in the bottom half of the league. It's Gail Benson, $5.8 billion, which is more than our guys. Gal, I should say. Gal.
Our gals.
Our gals. Yeah, the Saints obviously still continue to make things work, and I think they'll still be mid until they get that quarterback and or coach that can make them look a little
They
better.
still have Derek Carr on the books?
Yep, and they're bringing him back this year.
I don't know. It's a weird situation.
Yeah.
All that, there's some voodoo shit going down there.
Dog, I am,
In that swamp in New Orleans.
because like they're respected organizations, I guess in my lifetime, not probably right now as much, but like Pittsburgh Steelers won a ton of Super Bowls growing up. The Saints, they won the one, but they're kind of relevant up until Drew Brees retired.
Oh, yeah.
And now Pittsburgh lost Ben Roethlisberger, the Saints lost Drew Brees. Now they're in that purgatory. That's where I'm scared to be.
I mean, that's
Where like your coaching's just too good that you're just, like you're not gonna get one of those prime
First-round
quarterbacks.
picks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's a conscious choice. I mean,
That's
I
true.
feel like the Steelers had high picks, but no.
Yeah, this year will be the first time the Saints pick in the top 10 since before Drew Brees was there.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
that is
It
crazy.
feels like they've been worse than that.
They've
They've been
had
that little mid area.
Yeah, that's the worst place to be always, especially in the NBA, but in the NFL now too, with how important hitting on those first round picks is. Perpetually being 15 to 20 is about the worst place you can be. You want either a top 10 pick or you want to make a playoff run.
Yeah.
So being 15 to 20, getting 8 wins or 9 wins every year definitely hurts. But teams in the NFL don't really tank like that.
You can't.
Yeah,
That's the thing is like the NBA, your contract's guaranteed. So it's like we tank, this new kid comes in, we're still getting paid. NFL ain't the case. Like you tank for possibly your replacement.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like you want me to lose fucking games so you have better opportunities of finding someone that's better than me at my position? Fuck off, mate.
yeah.
There's just no way in hell. Plus there's incentives for bonuses and shit like that. That's why tanking's not really a thing in the NFL. They just gotta hope they suck enough. I mean, I don't know.
Oh no, we suck again.
Yeah.
Or they trade up, or you make a trade.
That's
But I guess
probably
that's
it.
what they're doing.
That's what they have to do.
If they stop signing players like they are, they wouldn't be mediocre. Like they're signing borderline good players.
Yeah.
So they're staying a borderline good team. So I don't really hate them that much, or I don't really feel bad for them that much because they're kind of doing it to themselves. If their owner didn't sign Derek Carr and didn't just sign Chase Young and was like, all right, I'm going with Spencer Rattler as our starting
Yeah.
quarterback.
They call you up. Like, hey, Spencer.
Yeah.
Spencer Raxter.
Yeah, you want to play a season?
You want to play quarterback for us?
Then you go get Arch Manning.
Yeah. Saints. I'll take a veteran minimum.
I'll take a minimum.
A minimum.
Liberty
Like $1
Bibby.
million.
You can pay me under the table.
I'll be your quarterback, and then you can go get what's his name coming out of Texas?
Arch
Cooper
Manning.
Arch Manning.
Yeah.
Just give me a call. I'll survive the season. I'll play on a broken
Like
leg.
you said, it's the coaching and quarterback play. Absolutely, J2 element. That's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
probably what's most important for any NFL team. Is
I
your
think it's
coaching,
lazy to say
your
it's a cap
quarterback
thing
play.
because clearly it's not holding these guys from making moves.
No.
Justin Reed's a damn good player. Chase Young is somewhere between. Only 25. You said
25 years old.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That is wild.
Feels like he's been in the league forever.
I just saw Devin Bush is only 26. Well, it's spot track. So 26.6, pretty much 27.
Well, yeah. I mean, Chase Young turns 26 next month, like in April.
Yeah.
But still.
But even Devin Bush, when I saw he's 26, I'm like, I feel he's been in the league for 10 years.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense.
That's what it feels like with Chase Young, too.
Fugo Vegan. Derek Carr isn't man enough to play quarterback in a real sports city. Damn, son.
I think it's FU Go Vegan.
After you go vegan? It's more fun for me to say foo.
Fugo vegan.
Fugo vegan. Was I not supposed to say that?
No.
DNC ENT, that's the downfall of never having to lose a season. That's why Steelers fans are tired of Tomlin. But he said Tonkin.
Spencer QB1, Jamarcus Russell QB2, says Matthew Kruger. I don't know. Jamarcus Russell would still probably be
Sign
be
your
a hell of a
boy. I'm
training
telling you,
camp
I'll
battle.
get you that
Yeah,
first
healthy
number one
training camp
overall
battle.
pick. Hit me up, son.
Yeah, put Eazy at QB, put me at left tackle.
I'll be like
I'm
Brucey
getting you
from
kills
Longest
all
Yard.
game.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm scrambling.
I'm chop blocking.
I'm scrambling right away. See that ball's like, hit.
I'm getting a holding penalty every play.
2-yard gain.
They're
Yeah.
just dragging me through you. Holding on.
Did I tell you that time I played Devin Gardner?
Yeah.
And I'm like sick. Because their offensive line was big and bad, but they sucked. Well, I was just short and quick off the line.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got through. He's doing an option or whatever, but I grabbed him. And I never really was a big hitter. I was just gator roll guys. So
Yeah.
Because I'd fall down, they fall. This dude, I already told you already, but this guy fucking dragged me out of bounds for like a 4-yard gain. Just the entire rest of the way. Mind you, I wrapped him up in the backfield. So
Yeah.
I'm literally getting dragged like 5 to 7 more yards.
Yeah.
It was a very humbling experience, and obviously as a kid I didn't know any better, but I definitely learned that I was not going pro in the NFL or any sport at that point. I was like, okay,
It's fair.
that was humbling.
Everybody has that
experience.
moment.
What was yours?
When I wasn't 6'5".
Mine was getting dunked on in 8th grade. I was like, oh, well, this dude's dunking in 8th
You
grade.
got dunked on in 8th
It
grade.
wasn't like me specific, like our team got dunked on, but
yeah.
it was like one of those moments like, wow, that kid is different.
I mean, this one,
Yeah.
this one I had already known at this point because like I was out of high school, I was in college at the point, so I was not like still chasing the dream or anything like
Yeah.
that. But when you realize like the actual levels to shit was during IM basketball, we were Division 3 team.
Yeah.
And so, you get to the court, it was either at IM East or IM West, and you get to the court and there's games going on. There are different division games and stuff like that. So me and my boy Billy were sitting there and we're waiting for our game. And there was a Division 1 game going on before us. And these like Michigan State Division 1 IM basketball is like state basketball. Like guys that made all-state teams in high school and like football players from Michigan State's team and shit. So they're like the game in front of us, me and Billy are sitting there and they're like throwing it off the backboard to oops and shit. We were like, oh fuck, bro. Like,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're playing like the computer robotics
Different.
team and beating them by like 50 points. We actually did. We played the computer robotics team and beat them by 35. It was pretty funny. Bunch of nerds out there.
Let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll actually talk some Lions football. Got off on a little bit of a tangent there, but I had an argument in my chat about that one. Tell us about Feldman Chevrolet.
Feldman Chevrolet Novi, Detroit's #1 Chevrolet dealer and the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 6 consecutive years. Get a 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew for just not $199 a month. And you can also get a 2025 Chevy Equinox for only $249 a month. Come see George Hawes and his team at Feldman Chevrolet of Novi today.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk in any day of the week, get an award-winning haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists. You can get the hot towel treatment, the hot lather, neck shave, scalp massage, whatever you need. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men has you covered. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Spin More Action, young Chris, Nicholas Koloff. Later on the show, we will do Around the League, so we'll talk about the Daniel Jones signing and many more other things. Shout out to our boy Nick for putting that one together. But I do want to bring it back to Detroit Lions because, Spin, you brought up something just now during the break that does irritate me a little bit. Because it's the same people.
Same people.
So maybe these people are just cousins. Because you're right.
Debilitatingly stupid.
They sit here, they bitch and complain about what's happening in free agency, the lack thereof, and then you put out a post. Me, for instance. Joey Bosa only getting offered up to like $10 million.
Yeah.
Crazy, in my mind.
I agree.
Brad, pick up the fucking phone. 11. Boom. Done. Like, that's a guy, when healthy, is among like the top 15 guys in the league at the position. But then there's people in the comments, like you said, no, I don't want him. No, not a Dan Campbell guy. He's always hurt.
Yeah, I sure hope not. Like, I don't know if the casual fan, or not even the casual fan, just these fucking idiots, think that you're going to get a defensive end who averages 10 sacks of the year, or 10 sacks a year, that's in the prime of his career and has never dealt with an injury in the past for a $10 million a year deal. Like, that's not reality. With what you have, with the players that you have and have to sign and have already signed, you can't afford to pay another defensive end $30 million. So you're going to need to get a guy at about $10 million to $15 million a year. Those types of guys are either not household names, coming off of an injury, or old. That is the market you're in. So if Joey Bosa is too injured for you, then you could check that off. Okay. Who else is on the market? Azeez Ojulari. He's probably going to get $20 million a year. You look at a DeMarcus Lawrence. He's too old for you. Okay. All right. Take that off the market. Who else is out there? Calais Campbell. Is he too old for you? Like, there isn't this market of ripe, effective, difference-making pass rushers that are not injured and that are ready to sign a 2-year deal for a fraction of what they could get on the open market. That doesn't exist. That's a fairy tale. If that's what you're waiting for, you're going to be waiting for Santa to come down the chimney, because it's not going to happen. And yeah, kids, Santa isn't real. But I just think that
it's fucked up.
I think that
I apologize to the kids listening.
I think that the fans are looking for
Santa's a great guy.
A perfect option. The fans are looking for this unicorn, this great white buffalo of a guy that's going to be an impact player, has never had an injury, is in the prime of his career, and will sign a 1-year, $10 million deal, and that's not how it fucking works. Like, we got lucky getting DJ Reed for the deal that we got him. And it was only like $4 million under whatever Carlton Davis got paid.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Chuck Brewer's a spinny. I want a 26-year-old, never hurt, 22 sack per year for $5 million. Me too, brother.
I mean, yeah, me too. I mean, he's obviously being he's being facetious, and yeah, like, that's honestly what the Lions fans want to see. Like, breaking news: the Detroit Lions signed Prime Von Miller to a 1-year, $10 million contract.
They've invented a time machine.
Yeah. Breaking news: the Detroit Lions. Breaking news: the Detroit Lions have gone back in time and signed J.J. Watt to a 2-year, $5 million contract. Like, no, this
Sound
stuff.
like the guy from SpongeBob.
That's
impressive.
Breaking news.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. I've watched a lot of SpongeBob in my life, but it's just not. That's not going to happen. It's not all roses and titties. Like, sometimes you got to go into the bin. And when you have a guy that's set to make upwards of $35 million a year at the edge position, going into the last year before his option year, you're really not going to like, if you could sign Trey Hendrickson to a 1-year deal worth $30 million, I'm sure Brad Holmes would do it. But he's going to look for 4 or 5 at 35. And that's not realistic for the Lions timeline. What's realistic is getting these guys on a cheaper deal to fill your depth roles and those guys are probably going to be coming off of an injury or old. It's just what it is.
Nicholas, would you take Joey Bosa for $10 million?
Yes, I would. I mean, I don't love pairing up injured after injured after injured,
He's got to have all of them
linemen.
combined as one person.
Exactly. I don't love that, especially when your star defensive end is coming off of an injury and your star defensive tackle is coming off an injury. I do like the thought of having a guy that is durable, that is obviously is still talented, and that's why I was still pissed about the Darius Smith thing. I thought you had that guy. I looked into the void years because everybody on Twitter wouldn't let me forget about it. In the following year, you would have to pay like the $5 million.
Yeah.
Which, okay, that'd be an extra $5 million. Whatever. I'm not sweating the $5 million. Obviously, Brad was, but yeah, at this point, I want a guy a little bit more with a little more durability. But if Joey Bosa is the guy that they want to go take a swing on, it's a high upside swing where if it works to pair with Hutch, you're talking about an elite pairing to go out and win the Super Bowl. I'm there for it.
And again, the guy you're signing isn't going to have to play 90% snap share in 17 games. There's going to be a rotation for a reason. You've got Davenport, you've got Pascal. You're probably going to draft a rookie edge more than likely.
Yeah.
So you don't need a prime guy that's going to play 90% of snaps because you have that rotation in place just waiting to build to it a little bit. And there is a super chat in there from Adam P.
Shout out.
He says, this is what Brad will do. Either number one, wait for the market to calm down and get a free agent at a discount, or two, we'll maneuver the draft and move up for an impact defensive end. I wouldn't be surprised if he does both. And then you got Charles McClain in there as well. Shout out, the father of John McClain. He says, Bengals now want a first for Hendrickson. If Lions trade for Hendrickson, then we'll be $30 to $35 million next year. No, thank you. Yeah, they're not.
Where did you see the Bengals want a first for Henderson?
I don't know. I haven't seen that either.
I thought it was a second.
They said
or
second
high
or third at first. Maybe the market's
I don't think it's changed.
popping, but yeah,
You can't.
they're not going to trade for Trey Hendrickson.
We'll take a second or third. Just kidding.
Yeah,
we'll take
actually-
a first. Like, you're not re-signing. You're either losing him for nothing.
Mhm.
Okay, he's not going to play on the 1 year deal, or like they're going to take the second or third. I don't know who's giving it up though. I will say, because we still have like 20 something to play with. Maybe.
Yeah, and Super Bowl Wilson says we're getting our other starter across from Hutch in the draft, dipshits. That's aggressive. I don't think you guys are dipshits, but I agree with that, and that's what I said the past couple days. I'm almost ready to put all my eggs in the basket that Brad Holmes moves up to get an edge rusher in the first round. I think that's what they're looking for. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to pair with Aiden Hutchinson, and it makes sense to have that guy be your guy going forward. But right now, I still think they need to add to their rotational depth on the defensive line, and that's what you're going to do in free agency.
Nick, I know you were a big fan of Matt Judon. Did you look at like a market value thing for him? Was it $4 million? I think it was.
I haven't seen too much about Judon. I would like that move as a veteran to have a bounce-back season with the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
He's proven in the past. I think if you put better people around him, like Aiden Hutchinson, Ali McNeil, Reeder, I think you're looking at a guy that could have a really big bounce-back season. That's just my thought on it. It would obviously be rolling the dice, but he's a veteran that's done it in the past where I would feel comfortable bringing him in. How about you? Where are you at?
When did we become the level-headed ones?
Jermont Jones is where I'm at. I don't know. This is kind of crazy to me.
It is.
Are you saying hell no to Judon?
No, I'm down for Judon.
I would like Judon.
Yeah, I'm down for
Yeah.
Judon. The guy I'm looking at, though, or at least that, I think Matt Judon would make a little sense. I'm not hating on that one at all. Jermont Jones, I'm looking at because he plays inside and outside.
Yeah, like all these names that you guys are putting out there.
Brad, he's going to get that type of value because he wants a guy, because he doesn't want to spend money elsewhere.
Yeah.
So he wants a guy that can play both positions.
All these names that you guys are putting out there. Matt Judon, Jermont Jones.
I love it.
Joey Bosa, DeMarcus Lawrence, whoever it is. Yeah, yes, yeah, okay, yes, yeah, sure. Because that's what you're not looking for that piece right now. You're looking for depth. You're looking for rotational. So, yeah, I would take any of those guys. Maybe Z age factor was why Brad
I know
wants
you take them, but
sure.
like where you at in terms of like reality of it happening?
I think they're going to get a guy like that. Yes, I do. In that ilk that I just explained of a depth rotational piece. I don't think they're going to go into the draft with just Davenport and Pascal as their edge depth. I think they're going to get another piece, and it's going to be, like you said, more than likely a guy like John Kaminsky or a Calais Campbell level, possibly. Some guy you can move in and out.
It's Pat O'Connor or Al-Qadim Muhammad. Because they've re-signed a lot of these guys that were the practice squad dudes.
No, I don't think so. Because like I said, they're going to draft an edge in the first round. And I think they're going to trade up and get their guy. So, signing anybody isn't a winning formula, says Cody Ingle. Exactly.
Yeah. We just talked about it at the beginning of the show. Like, the Bears are 3 times now world champions at the offseason. And it's never meant anything in the regular season. But, yeah, I'm chilling. I think that guy will come in the draft. My philosophy or my idea of it is, I said no Bird came to me, and they wouldn't be surprised. They would be surprised if the Lions picked at 28.
I would, too. They've only picked at the spot they're supposed to
a few times.
Twice
not even that many,
in the first round. Like Hutch and Penei Sewell, 2 no-doubt picks.
And now you got more disciples spread across the league, too, where you have more connections built and stuff like that. Like, hey, maybe you call the Jets up, and you'll get one of those premier guys.
Maybe you want Hendon Hooker.
Like, AG, spread, fill out your roster, brother. We'll get you a bunch of picks in this first round. And I'm tripping on that one a little bit. But,
a little bit.
Yeah, they said if a guy falls within 18, like at pick 18, that's striking distance for them to make a move.
Yes.
Because then you're only looking at like a third-round pick and some extra. We saw it with the Cowboys. There's only a third-round pick to move up to, 5 more spots?
Yeah.
So I think 2/3. You have that in your pocket, by the way, too, with the extra pick from AG. Or a third and a fourth to jump to 18 and then grab one of these premier guys. I don't know.
That is going to be 100% the formula. Like if the guy they're going to get in the draft.
Though, I think they're trading back and giving themselves multiple swings, multiple cracks at it.
I think they're going to trade up and get their guy that they want to play next to Aiden Hutchinson for the next 5 years in the first round. It makes sense. It fits. You get a rookie contract for an edge to play next to Aiden Hutchinson for the next 5 years. And then you've got behind him a rotation of Davenport, Pascal, and blank, whoever the other veteran is that they're going to bring in.
And I see, shout out to Chuck Brewer calling us the voice of reason. I think that we always were, even when we were talking about making that trade 2 years ago. Because I do feel like a trade 2 years ago, obviously you're in the NCAA Conference Championship, could have brought you just that bit over the hump. And we've yet to revisit that. I think we're a voice of reason then, too. And I think I'm voice of reason now, too. Obviously, I'm always going to love my opinion.
Miles Adams is a defensive tackle. I forgot.
Defensive end, defensive tackle.
Yeah, he played majority defensive tackle for us. So.
What's up?
But that was because Aleem was out.
Speaking of your opinion, you asked Spencer the question, but I want to get your thoughts on it, Eazy.
Yeah, give him his own medicine.
Are you going to be pissed if they just bring back an O'Connor into AQM?
No, because we do have the draft. Training camps come, when training camp does come, maybe a couple of guys aren't, there's a couple of bonuses, some workout bonuses. Teams don't want to pay, they get cut. It's a whole process. So, and I know how Brad works. Like, there's never going to be anything that I have my hopes up for. It's not going to happen. Jalen Carter was in our fucking lap. My heart was pounding. That felt like a home run hit. And they were like, But you know what? It's kind of worked out in their favor. So that's another reason why I can't really trip. I don't think that we're in prime opportunity or position like we were like the past 2 years in terms of like winning the whole thing. I think there's some stuff we'd like to see, but there is a plan in place. There are things that will take place that Brad will act on because they do want to win. Obviously, he did make the call for Myles Garrett, so they're looking for somebody, but it has to make sense to them.
They're looking for somebody.
Stuff that makes sense to them are guys that are under contract control, guys with high upside. And the biggest you look at that is the draft, and that's why I think the trade happens in the draft.
I agree. That's where Brad likes to do his work, and it's where he's been proven to do his best work.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If he's not in the kitchen, he's in the draft. That's when he gets the fucking wrist twisting like a stir fry.
And I said earlier, let's not forget he got a guy like Zeitler late in the process.
Yeah. Exactly.
So keep your eye out for some of those veterans that don't sign early.
Last year in the offseason, Brad Holmes got you Carlton Davis, Amik Robertson, Kevin Zeitler, and DJ Reader. He used trades and free agency to fill needs. This year so far, he's gotten you DJ Reed. I think he's going to get another piece or two in free agency or a trade before the draft.
We have to go to break. When I come back, we're talking about Brad not being in the kitchen. Let's go down a shopping list. Who's number one? What's the number one hole they need to fill?
want Dino Nuggies.
I want mac and cheese. The SpongeBob one.
Oh, it's better.
Tell us about the bracket
shaped ones
challenge.
are better.
Bracket challenge?
This is
Bracket
bracket.
challenge. Who is that?
It's you.
It's me.
Maybach music. Or tell us about Dr. Pierce. We'll come back to bracket challenge.
Dr. Jeff Pierce, attention sports fans. Don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join him every Tuesday on Big D Energy and Thursdays on Ermanni and Edwards with Maz. Make sure you give him a call, 248-426-9944. He's the guy that D-Mac trusted, but he's not just a doctor for the stars. He can help the average man as well stay in the game, be that weekend warrior that they want to be. Dr. Jeff Pierce, presented by Michigan Sports and Spine and Amon-Ra at Southfield.
Woodward Sports is at it again, giving away more cash and prizes than anyone in Detroit. Get into our March Bracket Challenge, powered by Jugga-Nathan Neurosurgery. If you have the biggest basketball brain and get first place, you win $1,000 cold hard cash. But it doesn't stop there. Second place gets a weekend at Grand Traverse Resort in Traverse City, including brunch at Airy and golf. Third place, 2 club seats to see the Pistons versus Bucks with food and drinks courtesy of RHB Laboratories in Troy. You can pre-register now at woodwardsportsbracket.com. That's woodwardsportsbracket.com. Then, after Selection Sunday, fill out your bracket for your chance at $1,000 in cash money and more. Pick by mascot, choose by team colors, have your dog pick. No matter how you do it, go to woodwardsportsbracket.com right now and register. All powered by the best in the game, Jugga-Nathan Neurosurgery and Woodward Sports.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports is at it again, giving away more cash prizes than anyone in Detroit. Get into our March Madness Bracket Challenge presented by Jugga-Nathan Neurosurgery. If you have the biggest basketball brain and get first place, you could win $1,000 cold hard cash.
Wow.
Second place gets a weekend at Grand Traverse City Resort in Traverse City, including brunch and golf. Third place, 2 club seats to see the Pistons versus the Bucks with food and drinks courtesy of RHB Laboratories in Troy. You can register now at woodwardsports.com. or woodwardsportsbracket.com, sorry. Then after Selection Sunday, fill out your brackets for a chance at $1,000 in cash and more. Go to woodwardsportsbracket.com right now and register for all the best brackets.
What up, and welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on woodwardsports.com. If you guys just joined in before we went to break, we're kind of going over some comments, and you guys say let Brad cook, and someone says he's not even in the kitchen right now. I agree. So let's go down a shopping list. He's at the grocery store right now, picking out what we need. What is #1? Because he also says, he's tried and true. This team is very transparent what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm. First and foremost, bite your kneecaps. They've been doing that. They're kicking everybody's ass.
Yep.
Secondly, he's kind of told you, hey, I'm going to pay my guys eternally. I'm going to build through the draft, and I'm going to plug in holes. I'm not going to sign big-name guys, but I'll fill in holes of need in free agency or in a trade because that's something I know. I have a tangible evidence that person could fulfill that position. So what do the Detroit Lions need? What is the #1 thing on the shopping list for Brad Holmes and free agency right now after DJ Reed? Because obviously that was #1, in my opinion.
I think it's defensive tackle.
I do. I think getting a veteran in here that can play defensive tackle, especially with Aleem McNeil more than likely missing multiple games to start the year, I think that's extremely important. We know that DJ Reader also has a little bit of an injury history. So, God forbid he has a little hiccup or something, or rolls an ankle or something and has to miss a game himself at the beginning of the year, then who are you stuck with? Broderick Martin and Miles Adams. I think getting a piece in there to help that rotation until Aleem McNeil gets back is important, because I do believe they're going to get an edge in the draft.
I have defensive tackle on my shopping list, but it is number 3.
Number 3.
Number 1 for me is interior offensive lineman. It's been a couple days now. Zeitler, it looked like he was staying here. Brad said he was shopping the Arizona Cardinals for a free agent and offense. I don't know what the situation is, but we do not have a guard opposite of, unless you want to include Graham Glasgow, but we all kind of saw
I think
where that's kind of headed
I think
towards.
you have to.
Yeah,
Mahogany,
I think you have to.
You have to put the check mark down for. I don't want that then.
You don't want Graham starting next year?
I'm not comfortable with that, no. Not if your goal is to make a Super Bowl run. You have your division rival just sign Jonathan Allen. He's a fucking monster.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the worst kind of pressure Jared Goff responds to is the interior.
Yeah.
Go back to 2 years ago in Thanksgiving. Go back to the game against the Bears. Just the interior offensive line, if you're not able to keep Jared Goff clean that way, he is an absolute mess. It's atrocious. He's not a guy that can roll out if that situation happens to him. I think offensive line for me is number 1, because I don't know that Graham is your starter right now. I think you may be looking at him as more of a depth piece moving on. Number 1 for me is offensive line. Interior offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now you have your starters are Christian Mahogany and Graham Glasgow at guard. Maybe Graham Glasgow moves to the right side where he had more success 2 years ago when he was in between Frank Ragnow and Penei Sewell. He didn't get picked on over there. He was very good over there. Christian Mahogany has shown the ability to play very well at both guard spots.
Thing too is like, and by the way, big Christian Mahogany guy since the draft. I've been that, like before he was even a Detroit Lion, especially in the run game. But a 2-game sample size, personally, I'm also not completely comfortable with that. Obviously, I like him as a prospect and I like him as a player, but I'd rather secure something and grab
like Kevin
guy.
Zeitler.
Yes, that'd be
just to re-sign Kevin Zeitler.
Even if you want to go and get a little Mackay with it, I don't know what the money looks like. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Don't think it happens, but
the guard market is outrageous.
Guard market's
you cannot
ridiculous.
go out and grab a guard right now. I think you have to think, if they don't bring back Zeitler, that Graham Glasgow is starting at the right side, right guard. I was right there with Spenny on this one. Plus, you have him for 2 more years. Like, you don't want to have that be a very bad contract. Like, you got to make it work with Graham right now. Am I shocked still that he was that bad in that game, again, in the playoffs? Yeah, I didn't think he would ever look that bad. That was...
It is more than the playoffs, too.
That was down the stretch, but to start the season, he was really good.
Yeah.
So I'm
He's
still holding out hope.
older.
He's a little banged up.
But the cap hit for next year is $7.4 million, and after that, it's $8.4 million.
Graham.
That's cheap for a guard if he's a starter and he's good. Put him at right guard where he can be good.
I still want a guard. The only reason why in the defensive tackle falls 3 for me is another thing too is you have Aleem, and he'll be back the first quarter of the season. Like he'll be back with like 3 or 4.
Hopefully,
I'm assuming so. Who's your number 1 position?
But outside of Aleem, you've got DJ Reader, Broderick Martin. Do you count anything for? I don't count anything for Broderick Martin. I don't. I'm not being like, all right, we have Broderick Martin as a depth piece. We're set there.
Well, you don't believe in Brad then.
I don't believe in Broderick Martin. I will say that. I hope to God he proves me wrong. Pray to God he goes out there and he is a very good depth piece for this team. But as of right now, and in his track record, he can't get on the field. Right now, you have Miles Adams and DJ Reader as your defensive tackles.
Is Wingo considered a D tackle?
Wingo is as well.
You have him as well. I don't know when he'll be back. What
He should be
injury
back.
did he have? What injury was it? Do you remember?
I think it was MCL or ACL.
It was ACL.
I think it was a CL. Shout out CL. You gonna see hell?
Yeah, I think you're kind of good at defensive tackle. It's just waiting for Aleem McNeil to come back. But Jermont Jones, a guy that I think you play defensive tackle and obviously play on the edge as well. Same with Calais Campbell. So I think those guys just value pieces. And Calais Campbell, I think, would be more affordable than Jermont Jones at this point.
If you're rushing 4 on third down, are you putting Reader out there on third?
No.
Yeah, Reader had a hell of a year rushing the passer last year.
So
I
you
think
say
he had
yes,
his
you
most
say no.
sacks in a season.
So you would Eazy.
Yes.
Spenny, you wouldn't?
Who else you
Not
putting
when
out
everybody's
there?
healthy. No. If everybody's healthy, I would put a Lehman Wingo.
I like that.
I think you still want a big fella out there.
I think
Lee's a pretty big fella.
I think you need to obviously beef up this defensive line at both spots here. I mean, I had edge and defensive tackle. I don't trust Pascal when it comes to actually rushing the quarterback. I think he's a good edge at setting the edge, run defender, everything. But when it comes to actually getting the quarterback down, I think he struggles at that part of it. So I want to see him go edge and get a legitimate threat to get to the quarterback to pair with Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
That was
what I
number
wanna
2
see.
on my list is edge. Yeah. Because I'm not same way I am with Graham and halfway with Mahogany. 100% that feeling with Davenport.
Mm-hmm.
And even with Josh Pascal.
Can't expect anything with Marcus Davenport.
All due respect to him.
All due respect to him.
Because when he's healthy, he's a goddamn beast.
He plays well when he's healthy.
Goddamn bull.
But he's more than likely not going to be healthy.
What's your position, Chris?
Mine is right there lockstep with you. It's offensive line because, look, the truth of the matter is this offense is what will take this team the furthest. The defense, you are asking them to be good enough, but the offense needs to carry you. The offensive line is the foundation to that. Jared Goff needs to be protected against pressure. They rely heavily on the run game. They have the best running back duo in the NFL. It has to be offensive line. I would be hyperactive in making sure that this is exactly where you need it to be. I'm not concerned about it, but that's just always going to be my focus because I think that you are an offense-first team, and that offensive line means so much to you when you have so much invested in your offense.
Chat, I want you guys to chime in too. I'll make it a poll. What's our little girls made of? You guys ever hear that song? What's the Lions' biggest need?
What?
IOL.
Put smash the
DG,
like button in there
edge.
too. Let them know.
Wide receiver.
Ooh.
You already did it with 3?
Remake it. Yeah, I did 3.
That's fine.
Wide receiver's there too.
I doubt anybody would pick wide receiver.
Wide receiver, I'd probably 4.
Wide receiver is definitely
it's absolutely
after
4.
the trenches. I would say wide receiver is the next up.
Yeah.
What about cornerback depth?
I'm good with our cornerback depth.
I think you can bring back Vildor a little discount.
Bro, you love some Kendall.
I mean,
Vildor.
It's a depth signing.
I wouldn't mind bringing back.
I'm not gonna sign another starter. Be like, yo, you're the backup. It's
I
not
wouldn't
gonna
mind
happen.
Kendall Vildor bringing him back for $1 million, something like that. Because you got to think you've got DJ Reed, Terrion, Amik, Ray Kastra,
as the depth.
And you need one more. So I'm not too worried about corner depth.
Edge. We'll let it settle throughout the break, but I'm to your offensive line. Spain's defensive tackle. Nick is edge, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him pretty
Chris
much.
is offensive line
Chris
as well.
also offensive line. We did throw a little receiver in there, but you're right. That's
Nobody's
probably
gonna pick that over.
Overwhelmingly right now, edge is in the league. But let's go to break. Come back to those results. Let me tell you guys about Mark White, because whether you're buying or selling a home, there's only one place to go. Mark White. Mark White, gonna change your life. Give him a call at 248-290-8242. Visit on markwhitesales.com. That's 248-290-8242. Visit on markwhitesales.com.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
All the homies love Jars Cannabis. Why? They got top shelf quality, unmatched variety, and the price for the people. I find a location by me anywhere in the state of Michigan. There's 27 of them. I just visit shopjars.com. @JarsLife is where you follow them on social media, but specifically, if you guys are in Grand Rapids, Madison Heights, or Milan, just know those jars come into your city directly. But if you want to find the closest one, it's shopjars.com.
Shop it.
Shop it. Shopjars.com. Some, much mom. All right, chat.
Tell your friend, tell your dad, tell your mom.
Where we at? We are overwhelmingly 68% edge.
Yeah.
On this day.
I mean,
they want an edge.
Love getting edge.
They want an edge.
Edge. That was number 2 on my list.
Makes
Jack was
sense.
number 3. Receivers. Number 4. Edge is your number 2?
Edge is number 2 for me.
I'm not mad at that because you obviously debated your 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Part.
Need defensive line depth. You need it. Whether it's defensive tackle or edge, I'll be fine. But I think you need to sign somebody.
So that's the shopping list. Predictively, do you think that's where he's cooking? Where is that the aisle he's walking down?
I think I think he'd be a fool not to look at the defensive tackle market or the defensive line market right now. I do believe Brad Holmes is flirting with guys, and like you guys said, he's going to do what he does, and what he does it better than the vast majority of people who do it, and that's why he's won Executive of the Year in back-to-back seasons. He's going to get a guy to bring in here to be a depth piece at probably one of the final hours of free agency, and it's going to be a guy that we're all like, all right, that's a good signing.
Yeah.
And that's what I expect. Like I said, they're not going to trade for Trey Hendrickson.
Lunchbox.
They're not going to pay a guy $20 million a year to come in here and be a depth piece. That's what they're looking for right now.
Mm-hmm. Lunchbox is Eazy. I think fullback. Which, to be fair, the best fullback in the game is on the open market.
Who, Juszczyk?
Yeah, they cut him. They released him.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. The Niners have cleared a lot of space. They're talking about trading Brandon Ayuk. They obviously trade Debo. That money, that bill comes a-calling.
You think they're going to pay Purdy?
Got to, right?
They said they wanted to, but it hasn't happened.
I mean,
what type of contract does Brock Purdy get?
$50 million a year.
You think he gets?
You're paying. Well, how much should
33?
Are you trying to get him Sam Darnold money?
He's getting more than Sam.
He's getting
Darnold
more than
money.
Sam Darnold money.
He's gonna get Jared Goff.
I would try. Yeah. I like that. You're not resetting the market. You're getting.
No, you're not
going
to reset the market, but he's gonna make $45 million a year.
52.
Goff's at 52, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll probably be at 52 to 55.
So like, okay, you're a little bit better than Goff. We'll give you 54, 55.
Daniel Jones money.
No. $50. Shout out to Shane D. Painting the kitchen. Looks great. Just stalking.
Shout out Shane D.
Virtual camera here.
We
nice
can
ass.
see through the cameras.
You been doing squats, brother? What's up?
Looks great.
What did you say?
I said we can
Damn,
see through
son,
the
where'd you find that?
Yeah, okay, so I'm doing predictive now. Probably edge or guard if it's Zeitler specifically.
They could do both.
I kind of want to message the wife because she followed me, but I don't want to like.
That's
right.
Might be overstepping.
Yeah. Like, are you guys coming back? Have you been doing squats?
You painting the kitchen? Yeah, no, I wouldn't message his wife.
Good idea. Except for that one guy on Instagram. I'm gonna fuck your wife.
Yeah.
Sensational.
Oh, deep dick in that motherfucker. Good lordy waldy. She gonna think fucking Shamu hit her.
Bears won the offseason last year, yeah, and the year before that.
Big and wet.
All right, relax. Jesus, dude.
What the fuck?
No, you don't message his wife.
He just wants to make that abundantly clear. Just don't do that.
Yeah, just don't do that.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if Kevin Zeitler is back. And like I said, you can re-sign Kevin Zeitler to a one-year deal and still get a defensive lineman. And I think they're going to.
I'm with you on that. I think a guy that fits both, needs. He can play a little end, defense tackle too. I think it has to be Calais Campbell. We've talked about the kind of guy he is. You probably can't rely on him all season, but although he has been durable. But yeah, you don't need to. I think he can play inside, he can play outside. He's a proven vet, a great guy, locker room guy.
Great guy.
Can help out the rookies once you draft them.
Really help me out.
I don't care how he plays on the field, just a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
You'd love to go.
Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Exactly.
Let me tell you, fellas.
I think he's pretty high on Brad's list, to be honest.
The moment I saw that Jonathan Allen signing, I said, fuck. Like a real life, like, fuck.
Shout out to...
We need to sign Kevin Zeitler or a guard.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not trying to deal with that.
Shout out to One Bar and Lupagus Show.
Shout out.
You know, our guy One Bar, he said, my day is complete. Eazy throws out a deep dickin'. Thank you. Shout out. Easy's been known to fuck wives.
Hey, relax. You'll get caught up.
No, I think we should run his wife. But...
I'm so down.
Run some bustos on that.
Dude, she had to be on the IR.
2 to 3. She's
10
on
day
a 10-day IR.
Yeah.
She's weekly.
Because I'm going to get it right up in you.
Shout out Flannel. I think that, I don't know, man. I agree with you. I would really feel comfortable if they re-signed Kevin Zeitler. Because you're right. That interior pass rush in the NFC North is getting bolstered.
It is. I think they know.
They do know.
Yeah, that's what they're going after.
They know.
They know.
They know. The Vikings saw what Jonathan Allen did to Jared Goff in that playoff game.
JB Smooth, so that's a real load management.
That is a real load management. Facts. She can manage a couple loads. But, yeah, that's something that is out there, that if you could get pass rush up in the middle of the Detroit Lions, Jared Goff, and it's not just Jared Goff. Like, no quarterback is like, yeah, I love having guys come right in the middle of my offense and knock me off my spot.
Yeah.
So, it is
Ellie
a good
Wiles
thing
is trying to fuck your wife, brother.
Yeah, but the Lions are...
Sorry.
The Lions are going to have to make sure that that's secure. And whether they believe in Zeitler and whether they believe in Mahogany and Glasgow giving them the reins, which I don't think is a terrible option.
No.
I do think Graham Glasgow was dealing with a little bit of an injury at the end of the year, and that's why his play was down the last couple games we saw him. But I would be more comfortable if they re-signed Kevin Zeitler.
Yeah, he's getting up there. And obviously the injuries they take their toll after, especially when you play with them. Because I was reading up on that article that Hefe sent us last night on DJ Reed. And he regrets to this day playing on his injured shoulder his rookie year because he was trying to reach his rookie incentives because he was so damn broke trying to make the league.
Yeah.
But he says to this day that like
dropped his stock.
Well, limits his arm range because he never got the injury treated appropriately. He was trying to play along with it. And I think Graham did that last year because the Super Bowl was on the freaking line, you know? I don't know, man.
Fuzi, do you know who Fuzi is?
Yeah, I met him.
He's a legitimate crazy person.
He's a crazy person. He's fasting right now.
Yeah, he hasn't eaten anything in 10 days.
I think some people do that though. I mean, that's a long time.
I thought you can't do that. Isn't that
no?
You're not allowed to do that.
Doing it right. Like as long as you're getting your electrolytes in.
Drinking water. Yeah, I know you have to drink water.
Yeah.
Isn't it 2 days with water? Is like the max.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
The Jared Goff slander, guys, it's not going to get us anywhere right now.
What Jared Goff slander? Like,
there's a couple of them in there. They're more trolling the guys.
Salty. The O-line also played hideous. The offensive line slander is not going to get us anywhere because we can't say a player had a bad game or you're slandering him. Like, come on, let's be adults.
I think I bullied Unky Neal into not coming to work today, huh?
No.
It was that bad? Was I that bad? He didn't want to come to work today? Jeez.
I don't know. He'll be here tomorrow. You can ask for yourself.
I guess so.
Don't touch me. I'm sizzling.
Let's go to break. Let me tell you about Les Stanford. It's the Les Stanford Sign and Drive Sale. Get a 2024 Envision for only $239 per month. You can try out the new 2025 Sierra Crew Cab Elevation for $249 per month. Don't forget the 2025 Hummer EV SUV for $789 per month. Zero security deposit, zero do-it signing, zero first payment, zero acquisition fee. Get to Les Stanford. Check out their massive inventory at the Sign and Drive Sale. Les Stanford Buick GMC, LesStanford.com.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
Let's give it up for David Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Bonjour and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights. I am
What's up,
Eazy,
E-Fog?
joined by Spin Morax, Christopher, Crash Out Koloff. Crash out.
Crash out.
Crash in, crash out. Speaking of Crash Out Koloff, we're going right to you, brother. Give us the breakdown around the league with some of the signings going on today in the back half of yesterday that we missed.
This one was extremely recent, fellas, and you know I was crashing out because I would have liked him on the Lions. It is Leonard Floyd goes to Atlanta on a 1-year, $10 million deal. Is this a miss on Brad Holmes' part not bringing him to join the Detroit Lions?
Fuck. He plays so much bigger than like what he's listed as. I told you guys, in my mind, if a guy doesn't weigh like 265 or more, there's a mental bucket in my head. I take that name, I drop it in it, then I carry that over and I just fucking toss it in the river and I piss it out. I don't 240 is his listed weight. I just didn't know if I didn't allow myself to get hyped for that. That was very quick though. He just got released last night?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was like
today.
Yeah, I thought it was today.
It was today. This morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they must really. Oh, you know what? That was his former defensive coordinator, their head coach.
Do you
He was
think
in LA?
You think then that was the reason? Like, that's why I can't be mad at it, because I feel like this happened fast, where there was probably some back end workings, and this was kind of lined up. Because if it happened this fast, right? Like, maybe the Lions didn't have a chance. Maybe it wasn't really an open market thing.
Yeah, would I have liked Leonard Floyd at $10 million a year? Yeah, is a guy who's had almost 10 sacks for the past like 4 years in a row. Again, there's got to be something there. He is 32. He's not the biggest guy. And yeah, I agree with you guys. I think this was more of a mutual, like, this is where I want to go, this is where I'm going to go type of thing. I don't know if the Lions really had the opportunity to throw their hat in that ring.
Yeah, it happened so fast, but it is a player I would have liked to see on this defensive line.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way. Cornerback Christian Fulton goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. Cornerback, 2-year, $20 million. Sounded like you guys wouldn't want the cornerback depth here. Are you guys okay that the Lions didn't take a swing on another corner?
Yes.
What was the name again of this one?
Christian Fulton. Yeah, I'm fine with not signing a cornerback to a $10 million a year when he would be your fifth corner.
CB4?
Yeah.
Because I got to argue that Amik is better outside than inside, so if anybody went down, that's probably the guy I'm calling on to
Absolutely.
fill in.
He
And
put
maybe Ennis,
Rakestraw.
too.
Maybe Rakestraw.
When I got to talk to Ennis last year, I told you guys, yeah, he was competing for nickel, but he's more comfortable outside. There's a lot less grass to cover. He can get more physical. Use that out of bounds as a secondary defender for you. But yeah, no, I'm good. That's a lot.
All right, fellas. Jonathan Allen, the Vikings, signed the big dog. 3 years, $60 million. What do you grade this signing for the Vikings, bringing in the proven vet in Jonathan Allen that has dealt with some injury issues?
I would have to see the breakdown of the contract and the guaranteed number before I could give it an actual grade. But the Vikings can do stuff like this. The Vikings can overpay for an older defensive tackle because they have a rookie contract at their quarterback position. because they didn't pay Sam Darnold $50 million a year. Yeah, I mean, that's a good move for them. Like I said, I'm sure that last year is void. I'm sure it's not a lot of guaranteed money on that contract. And they brought in a guy that's going to help their defense right now.
Yeah, it's not a guy that was going to come here. That's a lot of money he got paid.
Way too much.
I think he got overpaid. I like him a lot.
I do too. Oh, I think he got overpaid for sure.
Lots of money. I guess there's
But you're allowed to do that when you have a rookie quarterback.
I guess it was split up though too. It was like 16, 17, and 17. The incentives was the rest of the way to make it like the 60 or whatever it was. We weren't going to pay that.
No.
I'll put it to you that way.
Nope.
He may fuck us up. He may be a nuisance. It'd be very annoying. He does suck a little bit in the run game. That's, I think, our bread and butter. I think that's where we should be working at, especially if you got a top 3 back in the game, top line in the game. Hopefully, if you return Kevin Zeitler. So I'm not tripping over it, but if we find ourselves in a lot of passing situations against them, I don't want to deal with that guy. He's a menace. How are you feeling about that?
I think he's a good player when healthy. I think he's a really good player.
He's a very good player.
But $20 million, I mean, the Lions were never going to do that. You know, if they're spending 20, I couldn't even imagine them spending $20 million on a free agent. But I mean, they threw 16 to the best cornerback on the market. But from the defensive line of the Vikings to the offensive line of the Vikings, they signed Will Fries, guard, 5-year, $88 million deal. He played with the Colts, and he played 5 games in 2024. Holy overpay.
What was that one more time?
5 years, $88 million. I want to know your guys' thoughts on Will Fries beefing up that Vikings interior offensive line.
That's crazy. I mean, again, I'm sure it's very incentive-ridden.
Oh, my.
How much guaranteed?
I don't know how much guaranteed, but AAV is 17.6.
Yeah, that's... No, I'm good on paying a guard that much money. It's more important to have your center and tackle locked down, and we've proven now.
That's
like
probably
I
what's
said,
going on with Zeitler for sure. He's seen these contracts, and he's like, look, Brad, I got to get in the double digits. I gave you a discount last year for $6 million.
Yeah.
Give me 12. Let's double it. Call it a day.
That's a lot of money for a guard.
I don't even know if he's good. I don't think he's nice like that. They never really talk about these
guys. I looked at his game started. He started last year, or the year before last year. That was his first time starting full time, and then he played 5 games last season.
That's wild.
How old is he?
Fairly young.
He's going into his 5th year, I think. Crazy to me. They must know something. This is like a fireable offense deal.
Yeah.
If this guy is a
bust,
if he sucks,
like I said,
this is crazy.
I'm sure there's a lot of incentives written in that one. I doubt it's a lot of guaranteed money.
Yeah, that number is just stunning to look at. All right, fellas, today was a sad day. We had to let Brad Holmes, first draft pick, or from the Iffy Melifon, who goes to the Dolphins. Brad doesn't retain a player that he drafted 1 year, $4 million. I'm surprised we didn't retain him.
I am too, honestly.
I mean, he does get injured. Thought it was a cheap deal. Easy. What do you think about Iffy? Only
That's
1
my
year,
guy.
$4 million?
That is my guy. That's an absolute fucking deal for the Dolphins. If he can stay healthy, I guess I'll put that caveat. Oh my lord!
Yeah, dude.
I'll put that caveat all up in there. The health
been
for
hit.
sure is a thing. But Detroit Lions, like, you just cut a guy that could help your team for, yes, ultimately overall $10 million, but $5.7 million. Are you going to give $4 million to a backup safety?
No,
I don't think so.
No, you're not going to give $4 million to a backup safety, even if it is a steal for what if he does when he's healthy. He would be a backup on this team, and he is rarely healthy. So, best of luck to Iffy Melifonwu. I hope he has success in Miami. But they signed Deshaun Elliott last year too. Like, they just love those safeties coming off of the Lions team.
It's also something where it's like he's going to, if he's taking a 1 year deal, he might as well go to a place where he could prove it.
Yes.
You know, and he's going to have
100%.
opportunities. So for this one, you know, even if the Lions were to match it, I still feel like he probably would have left anyways, because he is going to be only stepping up in case Brian Branch or Kirby is suspended, injured, whatever. So that's really, so if you're going for the $4 million, you might as well go for the place that gets you an opportunity for your next bag, because that's what he's looking for.
Lions offer could have been similar, but if you want a bigger offer following that, go somewhere you start and
And
earn that money.
And there's no
State
state tax in Florida.
Oh, that too.
So that definitely plays a factor.
All right, from one safety to another. Javon Holland goes to the Giants and gets 3 years, $45 million.
Is there a bigger clown show than fucking Joe Shane and the New York Giants? You just let Xavier McKinney leave for like 1.7 more. And now here you are the following year. And I like Javon Holland, but I think he's a lesser than Xavier McKinney.
I think the combined amount was more in contracts of Xavier McKinney and Saquon Barkley compared to Javon Holland and Darius Slayton is like $5 million.
Like Joe Shane should not.
Like,
I mean, it's. I feel like I could be a GM, and I know these guys know more ball than me.
Yeah.
But if that guy's a fucking general manager in the NFL, I guarantee you, I would do a goddamn better job than Joe Shane. I fucking promise it. That guy is awful. Worst general manager I've ever seen in my life, and maybe not worse than Matt Millen. But I was too young to even remember how bad that guy was. Maybe not worse than Matt Millen. He's like
breaking news.
No, I just want to make sure. After, what was the first deal Saquon signed with the Eagles before he got his extension?
I did see Tiger Woods got hurt, by the way, too. He just got retired.
Yeah, Achilles, right?
Start a podcast like everybody else.
He has to retire.
Yeah. I don't know. You want Nick to move on while you're looking that up?
I mean, do you ever though really retire from golf?
I think Saquon signed for like 2 and 12.
Probably like at that level.
Yeah, 2 and 12 or 2 and 14. And they signed Darius Slayton to 3 years, $36 million. So they thought $14 million was too much for Saquon, but they gave Darius Slayton $12 million.
That's his prerogative.
That's a decision.
Take us home, Unky Nick.
All right. Someone's got to guard J-Mo. Someone's got to guard St. Brown. Byron Murphy re-signs with the Minnesota Vikings. 3 year, $66 million deal. Do you think this is a good move for the Vikings? It looks like he got the most money out of any corner on the market.
He did. He was the highest paid cornerback on the market this year.
66?
Yeah, overpay. For sure.
He works in their system, but thank God Kwesi or Denza, however you say his name. I'm not saying he's a bad GM, but like he ain't Brad.
Again, this is an overpay. Byron Murphy should not get paid more money than Carlton Davis or Charvarius Ward or DJ Reed or Paulson Adebo, in my opinion.
He made all pro this year, didn't he?
Yeah, but
he's good in their system. That's a lot of money. Their system. That's a lot of freaking money. That's all I'm saying.
They're allowed to do this. The Vikings can do this. The Bears can do this. Where it's not like a huge overpay. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, he's only worth $10 million a year. Like, it's only a couple million off of what he really should have got. But they are allowed to do that because they have a quarterback on a rookie deal. So you can afford to slightly overpay for a guy like that. And that's what the Bears are doing too.
I was talking with Deanna about this a little bit earlier. Nick Westbrook-Akine, the guy, he emphatically said, "Who the fuck's that guy?"
No, I said take him as an anytime touchdown, and then he scored a touchdown.
No, I said take him. You said take some bump. I forgot who it was. Oh, Allen Robinson. Yeah.
Damn, dude, Jesus.
Well, I'm just saying, don't take this from me. I said, all right, I'm putting it on this guy.
First game, Brock.
Wish I did. He went like a 7-game streak.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown like 6 straight weeks.
6'2". Me and Deanna were talking about it would be a great addition for the Detroit Lions if you can't bring back Tim Patrick. He just signed a 2-year, $6 million deal with the Miami Dolphins. That is what I'm jealous of.
2 years, $6 million? Wow. Yeah. Okay, then we're re-signing Tim Patrick for sure then.
I mean, fuck. I would rather have that guy for sure. Maybe not. I don't know. That's just.
I mean, you don't need it.
Take us home, Nick. You know what I'm waiting for? You don't know.
That's actually good for the Lions.
I actually don't know.
If he only gets 2 years, $6 million, that's good for the Lions.
I guess he's young though.
All right, before we get to the ones Easy's waiting for, speaking of veterans moving places, I don't know if there's a better fit than Najee Harris going to Jim Harbaugh in the Chargers on a 1-year, $9.25 million deal up to. Predict Najee's stat line over in the Chargers when it comes to total yards and touchdowns.
If he stays healthy, 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. Which is a really good season, in my opinion, for him.
Yeah, that's very fair. His rookie season was his best year, and he did have 1,200 yards and 7 touchdowns. This is a guy, he gets a lot of carries. He can handle the workload. We know Jim Harbaugh likes to give his running backs a lot of carries. Yeah, I think Najee will have a good year. I could see, 1,200, 1,500 yards, double-digit touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. Congrats to Najee, by the way.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, congrats. I think good to change scenery for him right now. I don't know what the hell the Steelers are going to do. They're going to be throwing the ball a lot, I guess. I don't know.
Was he the one he got drafted and they're like, he was living in his car, and he was like, no, the fuck I wasn't.
Yeah.
All right, C.J. Gardner-Johnson moves teams, gets traded to the Texans. No idea what the hell the Texans are up to.
All right.
They got
in exchange for guard Kenyon Green, who will probably become an all-pro for the Eagles at some point in his career.
Probably.
Easy, how do you feel about your boy getting moved and shipped out to the Houston Texans?
Houston, Texas, baby. H-Town, what it do? H-Town. Bum-ass bitch! No, but seriously, C.J. Stroud, is he approving of these trades? You stripped this man of his offensive line that was already very, very, very fucking shitty. Larry B. Tunsil's one of the best left tackles in the game. I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. I thought this team was lock and loaded to go and try to compete for a Super Bowl. I think they took 2 steps back.
They might not win the division this year.
This is fucking crazy.
Danny Dimes might
clear
snatch it
as
from him.
day offensive line was horrendous. And you got rid of everyone. I mean, the guys that you should have gotten rid of, like Kenyon Green was awful. That's the other part I'm laughing at CJ DJ for, because like Kenyon Green, very bad. Very, very bad. Get rid of him. And they did.
Very
and
bad.
They got CJ DJ in exchange.
Very bad
Ooh, I'd do
indeed.
that.
I think that Houston has to have some kind of a plan. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see it. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I think they're going to get Mekhi Becton. That's like a big name.
But
guy.
why would they? I mean, I guess Tunsil was making a lot of money.
Yeah, they saved like $21 million or something like that.
They must love this offensive line draft class.
Maybe they put Becton at left tackle.
Back then at left tackle.
They could. He's like 6'7".
He was a tackle. That's what he played. Or that's what he got drafted to be at the Jets. He is just constantly injured. I think anybody that signs Mekhi Becton is going to make a mistake. And no disrespect to him, but with the amount of money these interior offensive linemen are getting paid.
You say like it's a race.
Well, because he's not really an interior offensive lineman. Like he was drafted to be a tackle.
Yeah.
But the amount of money that these guys are getting paid and his injury history, somebody's going to give him a big deal, and I don't know if he's going to stay healthy for it.
Get him. They got to get him. I don't know. CJ Stroud's fucked if they don't. I mean, they could draft some guys. Maybe they move up for the kid from Missouri, Membo. It's a fun name to say.
That was a heavyweight huddle.
Oh, no, Daniel Jones to the Colts? What we doing?
Danny Dimes? You think I give a about Danny Dimes?
I mean, AR, it's
He's going to be the starting cornerback of the AFC South winning Indianapolis Colts next year.
Talk about a bust, AR.
This guy is the AFC South insider, Spencer Rack.
It's true. I'm tapped in with the AFC South.
Colts, Texans. It was the Texans.
Yeah, I had to list all the
Colts were trying to fight to win it last year.
Yeah.
Crazy quarterback can't battle.
Titans? Maybe the Titans make a comeback? No.
Watch out for
All
the
right,
Jags.
you're feeling yourself.
Oh, what
Jags,
was it?
Colts,
What's
Titans,
his
who am I
name?
missing?
Texans.
Duval.
Duval.
Don't touch me, I'm sizzling.
Texans are theirs still.
I think it's going to be Colts.
I don't think so, brother.
Just
Daniel
wait on it.
Jones, as crazy as it sounds, a better version of Anthony Richardson. Like when people are like, "You can't bench him," yes, the fuck I can. He's playing like garbage. Daniel Jones is a better quarterback right now than AR-15.
Yeah, that's what
that guy needs to sit the fuck down and learn, or so. I mean, I don't know what the hell. That was crazy from the backlash on that one. Super talented, but like he sucks at quarterback.
Yep, it's fair. Let's go to break. We're gonna come back. Let me tell you about Caesar Sportsbook. Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Tap in, use code word Woodward1000 to scan the QR code above my head. Your first bet up to $1,000 will be risk-free, meaning if it doesn't hit, you'll get it back in bonus bets. Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Sports. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Sports is at it again, giving away more cash and prizes than anyone in Detroit. Get into our March Bracket Challenge, powered by Jugga-Nathan Neurosurgery. If you have the biggest basketball brain and get first place, you win $1,000 cold hard cash. But it doesn't stop there. Second place gets a weekend at Grand Traverse Resort in Traverse City, including brunch at Erie and golf. Third place, 2 club seats to see the Pistons versus Bucks with food and drinks courtesy of RHB Laboratories in Troy. You can pre-register now at woodwardsportsbracket.com. That's woodwardsportsbracket.com. Then, after Selection Sunday, fill out your bracket for your chance at $1,000 in cash money and more. Pick by mascot, choose by team colors, have your dog picked. No matter how you do it, go to woodwardsportsbracket.com right now and register. All powered by the best in the game, Jugga-Nathan Neurosurgery and Woodward Sports.
Duval. I think what made that worse is that he looks like his eyebrows constantly melting off of his face.
Duval.
He's got something going on.
He's got something.
I mean,
I should have went
know.
and peed. I gotta pee.
Breaking news. Not really breaking news, but it's official now. The Detroit Lions got their comp pick for Aaron Glenn, and it is in the 3rd round. It's between pick 38 in the 3rd round and pick 102.
I saw someone say they'll get one for Iffy too if they don't sign anybody else.
No,
they'll get like a 7th round pick.
If the ones you get guys for, and they sign like big ass deals, and if you don't replace them.
I saw. I think Doc posted it that right now, if they don't sign anybody else, they'll get a 7th for Iffy. Because they would have got a 4th for Carlton Davis if they didn't sign DJ Reed.
Yeah, it's got to like balance out.
Yeah.
Or the guy has to leave you and perform extremely well. And it's like, oh, well, I could have had that guy. Yeah.
Duval.
Maybe.
Lions got number 102 is their comp pick.
102.
Sounds like 102 and 28 is going to somebody to get into that top 20.
This one says between pick 38 and 102.
Do you think that does it?
Yes.
What?
3rd rounder getting up from 28 into the top 20?
Maybe a 3rd rounder and a 5th rounder next year or something like that.
3rd and a 4th. Jared Goff.
Duval.
Who knows?
Yeah, we'll give you Jared Goff in the 28th pick to get the 26th pick. And take Jackson Dart.
Is Teddy Two Gloves coming back?
Psych, I joke. Angel
Reese to sign a $100 million contract, or she is sitting out. I mean, oh no, the WNBA is going on strike.
$100 million?
Don't they play year round anyways?
I just steer away from that one.
$100 million is catastrophic
Does
to the
the
bottom
entire
line of the
WNBA combined make $100 million?
Probably not.
God,
do they have 100 people?
I don't even think the salary cap for the team is $100 million.
I think the salary cap for the league is $100 million.
I try to root for her.
She's kind of cheeks too.
She's fucking stupid.
She's not good either.
She's dumb.
She's got an ass on her though, dude.
Keep the camera off me.
Okay.
Big dumb bitch.
Okay, dude. Jesus.
I didn't say to put it on him.
Just put it on Nick.
All right, yeah, put it on Nick. Nice lady.
I knew that was
Get Nick canceled.
Dude, that would be crazy.
Big dumb bitch. For sure. Wow. Why would you?
She's
a big dumb bitch.
Jesus, dude, stop saying that.
I'm just saying, like,
well, stop saying it while I'm on the screen.
She's half naked. She's like, you can put it on me now.
Okay.
They're always sexualizing me. I don't understand. Why can't I just play basketball?
I don't think
Why can't I just hoop? Her fucking ass is out at the fucking Freak Mill concert. I mean, I don't know. She's out of control.
Hey, man, shout out Jalen Duren, man.
She's got
On to bigger and
CTE.
better.
She could have CTE.
Like maybe jumping up and down for those boards as often as she does because she breaks on offensive layups. The compact
around
the short compact from coming down is just damaging her brain.
But all right, I'm gonna look this up. Keep talking.
Caitlin Clark could talk like that, and I still think she was a little bit off, but she could say that and it makes sense because she had like a Steph Curry effect. Like I watched WNBA because of Caitlin Clark. I never watched WNBA because of Angel Reese, and if anything, maybe the two of them combined, the rivalry was a hot seller. But like, did she really say that? Am I just bitching for? I don't want this to be a fake quote, and I'm just destroying this poor lady.
You're already in, bro.
I'm just saying that's crazy.
No,
bitch got a McDonald's deal and she thinks she's fucking LeBron James.
The
That's
top
insane.
salary in the NBA or WNBA is Kelsey Mitchell of the Indiana Fever, right? That's the team.
Yeah,
that
Indiana
Caitlin Clark
Fever.
plays for.
Yeah.
She makes just under $250,000 a year.
Brother,
That's the lowest or the most?
The highest.
Oh,
LeBron
God.
Max
James
contract.
Jr. would enter that league and put up Wilt numbers. Straight. I mean, that's how it is. I mean, that's reality. Am I wrong?
That's the highest cap hit. Sorry, the highest contract average annual value is Jackie Young of Las Vegas.
Okay.
She makes $252,000 a year. So a $100 million contract. Is she going to sign a 20-year deal?
Stick to Reese's
A
Puffs.
40-year deal?
Stick to Reese's Puffs. Fellas, on some crazy shit here. Did you guys hear the Xavier Worthy story? I know we're going to break here in a second.
No.
You guys hear the Xavier Worthy story?
I know he got arrested over the weekend.
Caitlin Clark would.
No,
I don't know.
we don't care. Let him,
Angel Reese would for sure.
let him give us would.
Yeah.
I would both.
Caitlin Clark. I
Clout,
feel like
yeah.
Caitlin Clark.
Clout sometimes.
Yeah. Sabrina Ionescu looks pretty good. There's some very hot
Very.
WNBA players.
Beautiful.
Skylar
WNBA
Diggins
players.
she's Sue Bird, fine. Sue Bird is fine, dude. Very pretty.
Can't think of how she looks off the top of my head.
Oh,
but
what was the one? Oh,
Angel Reese
Skylar
could get
Diggins
it.
was always.
Skylar Diggins is one of
From
the
the
goats.
back.
One of the goats.
I climbed that fucking sloth-looking bitch.
Angel Reese.
What did they say?
That ass is crazy.
Angel Reese's body is insane. Yeah.
Yeah, her booty.
They say like
$100 million.
Did you see the video of Shaq? She's like, "You're like a dad to me." He's like trying
And,
to
like,
fuck her
she
during the
sits
entire
out.
podcast. Did you watch
DNC, huh? Oh
that?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You're
That's
like a dad to me. That's gross. He's like, so
yeah. Shaq was definitely down bad. But think of
that kid.
a Shaq. Yeah, dude, a Shaq and Angel Reese baby
That'd be sick.
come out of the womb looking like Bronny James.
That might be worth $100 million. Right?
DNC ENT says Angel Reese signs a 500-year, $100 billion contract.
God damn it, Nick tried saving us. Save us, Nick.
I mean, it's just something that's fucked up. So while we're at it, Xavier Worthy, who plays for the Chiefs, hired a private investigator, and he caught his fiance, hurdle world record holder Tia Jones, cheating on him. He asked her to leave his house, and she refused. She put his hands on him. He calls the police. He pressed no charges. She pressed charges, and he gets arrested. Later, the DA dropped the case because Tia Jones lied to the authorities that he hit her.
She should go to jail.
Xavier Worthy is now
She should have
free.
to go to jail.
That lady should be in prison.
She should go to jail. If you make false accusations about somebody that gets them arrested and puts their career, public image, and salary in jeopardy, you should go to jail.
Terrible.
This is like a deep thing for me. You already know. Yeah. Fuck that bitch.
Fuck that.
Eazy has.
Just wanted to put some bad clout on that girl's name.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's disgusting. You should 100%. There should be a charge for that.
You should be in jail.
Yes.
That's fucked up.
It's not just I lied. Sorry.
And
Whoopsies.
unfortunately, right now it is.
What if he got cut? Chiefs could have saw that and cut him.
No, dude.
I mean, they're not going to.
Yeah.
But that happened to that one punter. Remember when it happened to that punter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
The dude he was like a third-round
Bills.
pick
He
too.
was like a really good punter. Yeah.
That was he was set to make a good amount of money.
Yeah.
Oh no, he graped me at this party. Turns out he wasn't even there, and she lied about the whole thing. And he is not in the NFL, or he might
Duke
be in
lacrosse
the
team.
NFL now. Yeah, dude, that's.
Bunch of fucked up shit.
I mean, obviously, false accusations don't happen as much as real accusations, but
yeah,
still, those
maybe I don't know.
they should be punished.
She's not bad like that. Just lock her ass up.
Xavier Worthy's mom.
Go ahead.
Xavier Worthy's mom is hot.
We should make some lock-up tea. Oh, she looks fine in this picture. I ain't gonna lie. We could put like jail shirts and what's on my WoodwardSports.com. What other shirts?
Matt Eazy, he plays for the Chiefs now. Okay, at least he's back in the league. But he got, I'm pretty sure he got cut before he signed his rookie deal.
I got
he would have
an
had a
idea.
nice,
The Chiefs got him.
nice check on that.
That
on
might,
that
if
rookie
you're
deal.
getting married, and you should never tell your wife this. But before you get married, that's a smart idea.
If you're that rich, for sure as well.
What prenup?
Higher PI.
Oh, higher PI.
Yeah.
Were they engaged? They were engaged.
Engaged.
Damn. Well,
Because
I mean, that's kind of,
especially if you're that rich.
if you have to call a PI on somebody to do a background check, you probably shouldn't be marrying that person.
No, I don't care. Even if you're getting married, to be safe, run that bitch.
Marriage is a business.
If you're that rich, you got the bread to do it. It's just a smart idea.
Dude, I feel like being a PI would be cool.
Dude, it'd be super cool. I'd have so many masks.
Doing stakeouts.
I'm wearing an alien.
In the car with the K9 mask.
Eazy shows up as the restaurant, just dressed like a super stereotypical Mongolian man walking in there. It's like, Eazy, they don't know what you look like. You don't have to wear a disguise. Oh, done.
You sit down at a cafe. I open my eyes. I'm in the wall. I'm like, hey.
Hey, Spenny, what's up? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Can you give me a water?
Yeah.
I've been here for 12 hours. She never showed up. I already have the mustache to be a PI. Yeah. Dude, I would do that. I mean, that'd be cool.
That'd be a great job. Great job to have.
Any Lions players, if you need me to dig up some dirt on these...
If you need me to stalk your wife, or soon-to-be wife, I'm your guy.
Even if it's not that solid, I'll still do it.
Is that legal? Is being a PI, like, legal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just following someone.
I mean, yeah, that's... Stalking somebody is illegal.
Yeah,
but they don't know you're there.
You're telling
they don't know
me
you're there.
Under employment terms, though,
Victimless
I think you're
crime.
protected.
I mean, there's normally a victim you're stalking.
I dress as her dresser.
You dress up as a sleep paralysis demon. Just wearing a black morph suit standing in the corner.
Yeah, my sleep.
Hey, go back to sleep, bitch.
Go to sleep. And where the fuck's the peanut butter?
Yeah, my sleep paralysis demon just stands in the corner eating snacks and ripping joints all night. You like pull the mask up, eating a Reese's cup or something.
He doesn't eat the chocolate in the Reese's cup.
He's eating Cheetos all night last night. I thought it was just my sleep paralysis demon, but I woke up and there's an empty bag on the floor. Oh, okay.
He's built like a pumpkin.
All right, let's go to break.
Let me tell you about merch. The best place to go is to head on over to WoodwardSports.com, click that shop tab, and get some brand new merch. They got hoodies, tees, hats, all that guaranteed to turn heads. So head on over to WoodwardSports.com, click that shop tab today, and get some brand new merch.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce. Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Follow the #1 Detroit sports digital network, Woodward Sports, on all of your social media platforms, whether that be Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. We are all there giving the latest sports news, live updates, and behind-the-scene actions. So don't miss out. Hit that follow button now and be a part of the #1 Detroit sports digital network.
And let me tell you about Buddy's Pizza. Oh, never mind, Chris.
Buddy's Pizza. Here we go.
Okay. Buddy's Pizza created the category of the original Detroit-style pizza and has been serving it since 1946. With 22 locations in Michigan, there is always a Buddy's Pizza near you. Buddy's is a cornerstone of the city of Detroit, being here for 79 years and is a dedicated community partner. With notable partnerships with local organizations like Michigan Humane Society, Salvation Army, the Detroit Zoo, and more. Save 10% off your entire meal using promo code 10MEAL. That's promo code, the numbers 10, and then MEAL. Go find a location near you at buddyspizza.com.
Now
Best player on the line is not named Jared Goff.
Frank Ragnow?
Hutch.
Oh, Hutch, yeah.
All right. Best Samoan player not named Pede Sewell.
In the league?
Lions.
Do we have any other small?
Baki.
Pecco?
Pecco.
Is he still on the roster?
I don't think so, but they'll resign him.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind it being resigned.
That helps your maybe. Would that do it for you, or? He was more supposed to be filling for Reader before he came.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a depth piece. I love that.
Depth piece is fine.
All right. Stop. Collaborate and listen. Red Wings are fucking in trouble. I've already accepted their fate in some form or fashion.
6 in a row.
Last night hurt though.
Last night hurt.
49 shots.
50th would have tied the game.
49-27. And yeah, you're right. It was even more of a heartbreaker because the last one went in, but the clock expired. And they had a couple good saves on that too because it's empty net. I don't want to. Am I being like negative? I'm just like I'm kind of. I've pulled the plug on the hopes.
I mean, no, I don't think you're being too negative. Obviously, you're still only 4 points out of a wild card spot, which it's not like the season ends tomorrow. So you definitely have time to be able to overcome that. But you have the toughest schedule in the NHL, and you're playing bad hockey, and your goaltending sucks. So, no, it's not crazy to say that. You need. We suck again. You need good goaltending to win in the NHL, and the Red Wings don't have that right now. That goal that Talbot let up on the power play was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life. He was 6 feet out of the net. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
And Hull, what's he doing? Skating to the guy that's covered. He already has a defender on him. He's double teaming him in the corner.
Just the guy in your right.
I am so.
Yeah. Justin Hall sucks.
I'm trying not to get mad at this point because I've accepted fate, but I was pissed when I saw that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm angry at this point. I'm hate watching. That's what I'm doing. And to make matters worse, the guy scoring a goal, Dylan Cousins. Game winner.
Yep.
That we didn't make a move on, and he is going. For the rest of his contract, he is going to bury the Red Wings because that's how it works.
That is how it works.
What was the trade?
It was two guys. It was one guy. He's like, I comped him as in between Comfer and DeBrincat because like he's a 30-goal scorer in the past, but he's injured a lot. He's a guy that you don't really want to give up on because you've seen him do it before. The Red Wings don't really have anybody that comps good to him. And then the other guy was basically Johansson. So, like, if you wanted to get Dylan Cousins, you probably would have had to give up Casper, Johansson, and Comfer. Which I would not be okay with giving up Casper and
That's a
Johansson
lot.
for him. Yeah.
That's a lot. But if the guys between Comfort, I mean, I feel like Casper and Johansson are.
Well, you still don't know what Casper is.
But you have a good idea.
You have, upside for him and what you want him to be, but you still don't know what
Would you
he's
say
going to
Comfort
be
right now?
No, I would not say that. And the guy that they got, Josh Norris, is, like I said, he's scored 30 goals in the league before. That's not something that just grows on trees. And he is an injury-ridden past.
But didn't D-Mac said he could have been like a 50-goal guy had he not just settled into his role?
D-Mac, I mean, maybe not 50, but he was a goal scorer coming out of juniors for sure.
I guess
he scored more
is
goals.
What makes Comfort better than Casper now is that he plays defense? Is that?
He's a veteran
guy.
He's a veteran. Yeah. He knows what he's doing. He plays defense. He's good in the face-off zone. I mean, I think Casper will be better than Comfort in his career for sure.
Yeah. Zubul Vaughn, I think this is a great question. Well, maybe not a great question, but something to point out. He says, I'll ask this. Why get rid of a guy in Perron and Ghost who clearly wanted to be here and endeared themselves to the city? Let's not even talk about Wallman. The Wallman shit hurts.
Wallman, yeah.
He's already lighting up for them. Obviously an offensive guy, but right now, 5-on-5, we need offensive guys.
Mm-hmm.
Perron, I don't hate. He was way up there in age.
Yeah.
Ghost hurts so bad right now. This team cannot move the puck from their defense. Like,
their power play
it's
merchants.
disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both power play merchants. Both of them. Ghost and Perron. Perron old.
But do you think Ghost would help your 5-on-5 when it comes to offense? I think he would.
Yeah.
And Wallman, too.
Yeah, moving the puck, like, getting it out of the zone. Like, I feel like our defensemen are so bad.
That's a wild super chat.
Shad in the Woodward Sports chat with a $5 super chat. He says, I have to read this because you paid for me to do it.
You sick fuck.
Hold
on. Everyone screen record Spinny reading this, please.
Per Shad216, I sometimes close my eyes while eating the Angel Reese burger and hold it vertically just so I can imagine it's her with the barbecue dripping down my chin. So that was Shad216. Paid $5 to say that.
Hey, I'm not judging, just like...
Exactly.
So go back, rewind, screen record Spinny saying that, and then just cut out the part where he says per Chad.
Just cut that.
Boom. You're going viral.
Shad, you're one sick boy.
Secondly, if Neil's back tomorrow, don't forget the false prophet chats. Because I forgot to say it during the show yesterday. It was an idea I came up with after the show. We got false prophet BD. We scared that man into not coming to work today. Ghost also wanted to go to a true contender, says 54.
Yeah.
That's
I think
fair.
so, too. I think Perron wanted to stay.
Wallman wanted to stay.
That would have been in if it wasn't full.
I mean, next year is like where you apply the pressure. Especially if, I think Chase had the best analogy. It's like you got the cookies and they're baked, but you got to let them cool off before you can fucking go to town on them.
I would have liked to. It's disappointing that they are not going to make if they don't make the playoffs this year. It's disappointing.
I mean, if you activate Kosa, does that take off a full year of his contract? If you activate him now?
I don't know.
I don't know the ins and outs of that, but this is a massive meltdown. Like, again. That's why it's so disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, I get that it's been ups and downs with, firing Newsy and, going on this massive win streak that we had, but this is now 6 games. This is a 6-game losing streak. They don't have a point since the 4 Nations. Like, they haven't gotten a point.
Came at the worst time. 4 Nations came at the worst time.
Yeah, and it's so disappointing, dude. This sucks. I'm sad.
Mailbag, John F. and Lord, if you take out any analyst to dinner, who would it be? For
Taylor
dinner
Rooks.
Date? Yeah. Taylor Rooks or Kristen Leahy? Or Joy Taylor, because she's giving it up.
Yeah, Joy Taylor, yeah. That's a good one.
K.
Nick, who?
K.
K. Adams.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Hey, that's a good pick.
Yeah. She an analyst? I feel like she'd just be gossiping.
Yeah, she really is.
And really all she does.
And she's great at it.
She's us.
She is great at
Give
it.
me Doris Burke.
The GOAT.
Molly McGrath.
Bloodbath McGrath.
Molly McGrath up there, too.
Oh, what?
I didn't mean it like that. Great movie, though. Bloodbath McGrath. Chris, who would it be?
What? It would be Cade. It would be Cade if I'm being real, but I got Doris Burke. You know, got something about her. You know, she just got a little
I always
something.
wanted to know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Can you do a Doris Burke voice?
No, I don't think I can. I don't think it's hard. I just don't think I can. I'm trying to think of something.
A Doris Burke voice?
Yeah.
Well, no.
Well, Kevin, right? Like
I don't
something like
know.
that. Isn't it like super nasally?
Yeah.
Yeah, my only beef, and I think it's her fault, and maybe she had to do this too, by the way. So maybe it's not her fault, but I don't mind women anything. I really don't. But when they do the commentary and they try to sound like men, like you ever notice like some of them like deepen their voices? No, I mean I'm serious. It bothers me because that's not your voice. Like I already hate broadcaster voice. When people hop on the mic, they're like, and then today's news. Like it's the 50s. It's dead.
What about a white guy voice for like black news anchors?
I think it's hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
It's the funniest shit.
Well, here I am, Steve, downtown.
Yeah.
Well,
and I'm not like super cool with him, but like I'll talk shit to him every once in a while. It was Brian McFadden. We had him on the show that one time.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you were gone that day, or you might have been here. But he does it because I've talked to him like
he does
outside
white
of
guy
it.
voice.
Oh yeah, he does the super white guy voice.
Yeah.
And like, but we have a normal conversation with him. Like that's not.
Well, guys,
what's the J. Cole song?
False Prophet.
Ain't like that.
Wait, what?
Every time he's on, his wife ain't there. It's where the bitches
Where the
at?
bitches at?
Pete does that great. Pete does have Pete definitely has a broadcasting voice.
Yeah, he does. But just I feel like the women announcers they deepen their voices a little bit, and I'm not. It's annoying.
Like Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, but yeah.
Same thing.
But he sounds.
Carl Anthony
but
Towns
a guy
does fit
sounding
in.
like that is like okay, guys sound like that. When Doris Burke does it, yeah, I don't know. I feel like she's going for that one.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's just me.
It's called articulate, not white guy voice. No, I mean, you know what I'm talking.
You know.
Well, here we are, Steve, and now we're downtown at the ball. Like that's not articulate.
Yeah.
Yeah, white guys do white guy voice. So you're right. He's right. You're wrong, Spinny. I'm playing. Andrea Carter? Who's that?
Are you guys cooking up a parlay for tonight? Not that I will be betting on it.
He just wants his second
You
hand.
sound like me as a PI in the wall. I'm not watching you at all. Just doing a wall thing.
Not that I would ever bet on it, but
Pistons play tonight?
Wizards in town, back to
Calm
back.
down, boys. Just look at the Wings.
they're in
Unrestricted.
I
free
do
agents
like
next
what
couple
Spencer. I
years.
do like
Spencer
what was
will be
shown on the screen
We
with
both
the
were talking at the same time.
prop bet.
I was reading Kyle Sved. Yeah, they're definitely getting some of the bums out of there. The next I'm pretty sure Petrie, Hall, and Lyon are all gone next year. Comfort too, I think.
How about Gustafson? I don't like him either.
Gustafson, we still have. Yeah, on ESPN it said over 20.5. Asar Thompson points, assists, and rebounds. I like that a lot.
It's a very cancelable
I like
show.
doing combos for Cade
This
as
is
well.
a very cancelable show. Who's Dylan Mulvaney?
I feel like I've heard that
What
name.
would you like to know?
What?
I feel like I've heard that name.
I already fell for that one. Not falling for it again. Love me some Juju Watkins.
Juju Watkins is very attractive.
I don't know who. I mean, I know who she is actually.
Paige Buckers.
She
Haley
she
Van
plays. She plays for USC.
Yeah.
She's hot.
Lou Williams on Cade. You want to run that or save it for tomorrow? Oh, we got a minute
Save it for
left.
tomorrow.
All right.
Well-
Pistons, Wizards. Dion, I hope you're ready. Your Wizards are getting their ass whooped. That's all I got to say.
That's true, Dion. Sorry we had to do this to you.
Can I, real quick, guys? Ricochet, what kind of rookie year is he having?
Ricochet, you're talking about Sar. Sar's on the Wizards.
Yeah, Ricochet's pretty
Ricochet's
solid
the
at the
Hawks.
Hawks.
No, I know. What kind of year is he having?
Ricochet's up and down. I think he's a solid role player. I had Trae Young fantasy basketball, so I was unfortunately tied to a lot of Hawks games. He's shown flashes of being good. I don't think he's anywhere near a number one overall pick, but I think he'll be an impact player for some team down the line. Like I just think he's going to be a fine NBA player. I don't see all-star. I don't see superstar. None of that with him. personally, as of now.
Well, that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button for Eazy, for Nick, for Chris. I'm Spencer with the Heavyweights. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.